God feeds the birds, but he doesn't drop worms in their nest.
Excuse me, sir. Quick question for you, man.
What's up, man?
Is this your G-Wagon?
It is my G-Wagon, yes.
And what do you do for a living out in Scottsdale to be able to afford a G-Wagon?
I'm just in sales.
Are you a business owner?
I own a business now, yeah.
Yeah. How long have you been an entrepreneur for?
I started this company late 2018, so a little over 5 years ago.
What's been the most amount of money that you've ever made in a single year?
Company revenues last year, we did a bit under 34 million.
What's the deepest life quote that you ever heard?
God feeds the birds, but he doesn't drop worms in their nest. And I'm like, that's so true, man. Like, God gives us all this opportunity. We have to go out and do something, man. Like, we have agency to choose what we want to do in life, but most people are like, oh, they're all afraid, right? They never do anything. So just go out and do something, help people. I feel like you go out there and you really have something that you want to help people.
You're in a G-Wagon right now. This is a lot of people's dream car. How can somebody get a G-Wagon in today's world?
The number one thing you have to have over anything else is you got to be freaking committed, man. Like, you got to be 1,000% committed with what you want to do. Like, you can't be flaky. Like, none of my friends who are multimillionaires and one's a billionaire, none of them are flaky. Like, they're freaking committed, man. They wake up at a certain time. They go through a certain, like, their day-to-day routine. Like, they are freaking committed. So, like, number one, you got to be committed. There's no flakiness. If you want to be wealthy, there's no flakiness. Like, unless you're like a trust fund kid, you can't be flaky. That's number one. Number two, develop with the right skills. Like, I'm always going to come back to the skill level, because your skill level can take you to levels that most people don't get because they don't put in the time to learn the skill level. And then the third thing I believe is just building a culture, like building a company where people want to be around and they have that same drive. Like, even our salespeople, our operations team, our marketing team, like, they are on the same mission to change the way sales is perceived in society, and we share that common goal. So those three things, most important.
No, I appreciate you, man. That was great.